Good morning, Roll Gang, and welcome on inside to a fresh week of Weekday Wake and Bakes. I am your host, Processor Sky, joined by your other host, Rachel. So good to see you this morning. A fresh episode of Weekday Wake and Bakes means a fresh motivational Monday. Your collection of motivational quotes to derive up your motivational fuel to tackle this week, right?
Right.
How about it? What's up to the Roll Gangsters?
Nothing much. Just woke up ready for a fresh new week.
A fresh
It's a
new
big
week?
one.
Did you collect some quotes this morning for us?
Of course I did.
Of course you did.
Of
What are
course
they?
I did.
What are they from? Who are they from?
We have two from the same person, one from a special person, and then one more from another special person.
The canon quote of the week. We're gonna have to think about that one, Roll Gangsters, for sure. But super hyped to get on into these motivational quotes with you guys. But let's get this show going officially. Welcome on into another episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. We are blessed to have awoke, so we are blessed to have a smoke for another day. So, major question for all the Roll Gangsters tuning in on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. If you could answer in the comments section while we prime up our sponsors, what is it that you're smoking on this morning? Would love to know if it's a joint of some gelato or a blunt of some Bubba Kush. You know, whatever it is you're waking bacon on, would love to hear it from you guys. But before we get on into our motivational quotes, and while we roll up some joints of some Oreos here. Major shout out to the sponsors of the show because they help out the Roll Gangsters and make the Weekday Wake and Bake possible. First and foremost, WWnB University, the first ever cannabis college and the official place to boost your cannabis knowledge. If you guys are looking to claim your stake in this budding industry and, you know, get yourself a good job in the cannabis space, WWnB University is where you go and get yourself educated and ready to learn and evolve in this beautiful industry surrounding this beautiful plant. If you are looking to claim your stake in this industry, use promo code Rolling Spoon, one word, Rolling Spoon, for 10% off your tuition and claim your stake in this budding industry today. The first ever cannabis college. Rachel, go.
To boost your cannabis knowledge.
Yeah, and also,
The Rolling Spoon.
we're working on it. We'll get smoother, Roll Gangsters.
Oh no, I was sitting here and I was like, mimicking everything you were saying.
I was just doing my ad read.
I know.
Shout out WWnB. What about your ad read?
This episode is brought to you by The Rolling Spoon and Vin, the
Vinny,
multi-tool
I
that
tried
helps
to
you
catch him.
seal the deal and roll a dime every time.
Yeah, so basically we're going to use our handy dandy Rolling Spoon cannabis multi-tools to procure our candy bee amongst this paper because an even distribution equals an even burn. And honestly, yeah, it makes it so much easier. Grind more?
Yeah,
Here,
I'll
get rid of mine. You get rid of yours after.
Alright.
I'll spark it up. But yeah, you can see this Rolling Spoon. Boom. Get the weed from the grinder. Boom. Into the paper. Boom. And then all of a sudden, we have enough to roll a joint. What do you know?
What's up, squad?
What's up, Zach? Shout out the roomie in the building.
Hey, you guys killing today, right?
Hell yeah.
Have a good one.
You too, Zach. Peace, homie.
Later.
Fuck yeah.
Bye.
Zach headed to work. We're headed to work, chopping the wood this week, trying to get motivated to get our work week off in the right direction. We've got, 4 motivational quotes.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, and super fucking excited to dive on into them. Do you wanna grind up actually read off the first one, and then you should grind up some.
First one is from our special guest that just popped their head in.
Oh!
We have a quote from Zach this morning.
Shout out Zach B.
And he says, "You are in control of your own happiness."
You are in control of your own happiness, huh? Zach Brangman with the original banger, the motivational quote, "You are in control of your own happiness." And honestly, that's a little tough. You know what I mean? We sometimes reject the idea that it is us in control of our emotions. We are a blaming species, us humans, and we love to blame our emotions on other people or shit that happened. But guess what? Shit happens, and we still have a choice to be happy despite. So I really fucking love that quote, because you really do choose to be happy. It's not like you just let the natural flow occur and you're happy when you're happy and you're sad when you're sad. No, you subconsciously choose. There are times when shit happens and I feel good. You know what I mean? Like, I feel motivated by my adversity. And then there's days whenever nothing happens and I feel like shit. You know what I mean? I get bored and I feel like shit because... Were you playing the song?
Yeah.
The Grinder song?
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Gotta play the Grinder song. But read that one more time. Zach Brangman with the motivational quote.
You are in control of your own happiness.
You are in control of your own happiness. And honestly, this week, let's believe that. Let's choose happiness. Let's choose positivity. Because honestly, it's for you. You know what I mean? You're the only one that'll benefit from having a positive mindset. Everybody around you will enjoy your presence more, but yeah, legitimately, it's your oyster. The world is your oyster. You are the pearl. And if you decide to be sad, you'll be sad. If you decide to be happy, you will be happy. It's that simple. You know, shit does happen though. I will say, your happiness can be determined by crazy events, but honestly, even in the face of those adversities, it's better to be positive and happy, for sure.
Yeah. It makes it easier to get through it.
Do you want me to read the next motivational quote while you roll up that J?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Hell yeah. So we've got this motivational quote that Rachel collected from Lolly Daskell. Shout out Lolly Daskell.
Shout out.
Yeah, honestly. If this quote pops, is it called a lollipop? Never really thought about that one.
That's
Lolly
good.
Daskell with the motivational quote this morning. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. I really like that one.
I thought you
When
would.
you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you. You know? Don't go after something. Don't give your love to something that doesn't give it back. You know? You have to be first. You know, all the role gangsters, I know that we're the loving ones that show love first. We will put in the work. But if you're putting in the work and not receiving anything in return after a few hours, a few days, you're realizing that it's not paying for itself, the love, honestly, you have to rethink what you're chasing. So, you know, decide what pays you back in your own way. When you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch up. So let's focus on the right things this week. Let's give ourselves the proper space and time we need to decide what it is that we want. What's your take on this quote from Lolly Daskell?
Basically, exactly what you were saying. Like, I think a lot of the times we get distracted with other things in life, and then we start to chase that instead of the things that are really meant for us or what's supposed to be for us. So I think that if you have to constantly be chasing something, then it's not meant for you. And that you need to take a step back and realize that what's meant for you, it's not going to be easy by any means, but it's not supposed to be
hard either.
Yeah, it's not
supposed to be balanced. We don't chase, we attract.
Yeah.
Isn't that the word?
Affirmation that I used to say a lot to myself.
That you don't chase, you attract.
What is meant for you will simply find you.
Love that. Hey, shout out to all the Roll Gangsters in the chat. This is awesome to see. Mercedington smoking on a joint of some Raindrop Kush. Oh, that sounds amazing, Mercedington. Let's go. Joining the Raindrop Kush. Chuck_XIX with the Gigabud in the joint. Love that we're all smoking some joints this morning. Super healthy. Sky Soul Yoga with the lollipop. Good morning to Cali 420 Love. An absolutely balmy chat this morning. Great to see. Appreciate everybody tuning in on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. You guys are all the shit. So great to sesh with you guys every morning. We're smoking a joint of some Oreos with Mercedington's joint of Raindrop Kush and Chuck XIX with the Gigabud. We got some great flavors here on today's Weekday Wake and Bake, brought to you by the Rolling Spoon and Oaksterdam University. Today is Motivational Monday, so we've been going through our motivational quotes collected from famous people and others, our favorite people, just to get some motivational fuel for this week, right?
Right.
Is it working? Are you getting motivated?
I am. Right now, I am.
Great to hear. You did a great job collecting these quotes. What's the last one you collected?
This is another one from good old Lolly.
Lollipop.
A lolly kick today, I guess. And it says...
Sorry.
You good?
Woo!
It says, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself.
Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. I don't know if that one's true. How could we ever know if we're just becoming who we were meant to be, or if we were choosing who we were meant to be all along? Because, I can throw this. Like, I choose it from my path to throw that. You know what I mean? But what if it was meant all along for me to throw that, one way or another?
Well, in a sense, I think that's the beauty of it. You never know. You never know if it's just fate, destiny, anything like that, or if it's just you creating something for yourself.
It's way better to believe you're creating something.
100%.
Yeah, because if you don't take accountability for your life, like if you think it's fate that's building everything for you, where's your motivation gonna come from?
Exactly.
So you do have to. Life is what about? What's that? Life about?
Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And
let's choose creation instead of fate. Let's choose that we choose our destiny. If we don't get motivated, we're not going where we're supposed to go.
True.
Like, we're fated to go somewhere, but we're not going to get there if we don't get up and act. So, basically, life isn't about finding yourself. It's about creating yourself. Every day is another opportunity to claim your stake in this life, in this beautiful, awesome construct of life in existence. So, every single day is another opportunity to create yourself, learn something new, get better at something, build a relationship, strengthen a relationship. It's all about creating yourself the way and the vision you want to be. So, really love that motivational quote from Lolly Daskell, Lollipop. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. Which one was your favorite? Maybe a quick recap of them before our Canna quote of the week.
Right, well, number one, is from Zach, and it says you are in control of your own happiness.
You are.
Mm-hmm. And the second one was when you stop chasing the wrong things, you give the right things a chance to catch you.
Yeah. So let the right things catch up.
Mm-hmm. And then, again, the last one was life is not about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself.
Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself.
But you also find yourself when you create yourself.
Kind of, yeah. Isn't that circular?
Yeah.
It's circular as fuck. Like, one thing isn't true, one thing is true.
Yeah.
I prefer to think that there is a balance, And that's the Canna quote of the week. Not to be blunt, but find the right mix. A blunt is a mix between cannabis and tobacco. Two leaves that were created by Mother Nature. One that was meant to wrap around the other. And honestly, finding the proper mixture, the proper ratio between them, the proper balance is what life is all about. Not just in rolling blunts and finding the right spliff ratio, but finding the right ratio of earning your destiny and knowing that your destiny was meant for you. Being humble, but being confident. Being completely and utterly alone, but never being alone too. I'm alone in this life. It's just me, Sam Sky, alone against the world. But also, that's so wrong too. I'm 100% right for that, but I'm 100% wrong. The Roll Gangsters are rolling with me. I got Rach rolling with me. I got Vin and Banks rolling with me. I got the whole fucking squad, my family, my friends, my co-workers. Shout out the squad over at Medicine Dispensary. Such a fun job. Gotta have a couple more of those homies on the show at some point, but so great to see Mercedington, Chuck XIX, the chat champions this morning. So great to see. If you don't make a choice, life will choose for you from Mercedington. That's right. Be decisive. We cannot be indecisive. We don't have time. Life is short. Great motivational quote to close out the show from Mercedington. If you don't make a choice, life will choose for you. So let's get after this week, right?
Yeah, let's get after it.
Yeah. You have any takes on them? Any takes on the quotes?
I think they're all really important and valuable. And
a great message to the Roll Gangsters.
A great message, yeah. It's just, I don't know, in my opinion too, it's also nice to hear these type of quotes from other people because you're not going through stuff alone.
Fact.
I don't know.
Well, you are, but you aren't.
Yeah, but sometimes you feel really lonely and you might be the only person in the whole world that's feeling this way at this moment, but then you don't realize the thousands and millions of people that were before you that felt the exact same thing. So it's kind of just centering in a way.
Yeah, it is very centering, very, it's comforting to know that we're not alone in adversity.
Yeah.
Famous people and non-famous people, talented and regular, everybody's fighting adversity. It's something we all share in common. Nobody's fighting your adversity. Nobody's fighting my adversity. But we're all fighting a monster.
Yeah.
And it's great to know that we're not in the fight alone, I can come help beat up your monster, and you can come help beat up mine, and that's called community. That's called love. But love you guys, Roll Gangsters. We will see you tomorrow for a Terpene Tuesday. We're going to judge up fresh cannabis. I think we have some expired flower to judge. So we're gonna see how expired flower judges on the RSRX, and we're not talking about just any expired flower. We got some Green Life Productions, some GLP expired flower. I don't really know what is the difference between fresh and expired. We're gonna see if there's a flavor difference, if it burns different.
I feel like there's definitely gonna be a difference.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. We're gonna roll up some of that GLP, give it a good old judgment. It's a year old, so really excited to see how it smokes. Is aged cannabis better or worse? We will find out on tomorrow's episode of the Weekday Wake and Bake. Love you guys, Roll Gangsters. Mwah! See you tomorrow. Peace.